don't like this new dating app's whole structure. Oh, she's pretty.
Oh my God! Bruh.
Hello, handsome.
Oh my God! Bruh.
Oh my God, we're live? What the hell? Sorry. Hello, everyone. My name is Dandy Khan. I am the junior reporter here for Everything Now News Network. Is that it? It's five ends. I'm out here and I'm reporting on some riveting stories out and about in Now York, seeing what is going on with your fellow citizens. Let's go ahead and say hi to our would-be reporters in the chat. Benito, Creative Steve 69, can tell Burger by Smell, Dog Pants, Charlton FFS, Koenig Geist, Trust Red Herrings, Fiddlewinks, Gassy Lad, Mjorn, Bug with a Gyat, Jack Steven, Darrendahl, I forget the name, David Buttlicker, Dog with... What the fuck is that one? I'm not saying that one out loud. The War on Pants. Mouse dunking a tasty cracker. Afro Gunsu, Moltar Ben, Farnham, the Apple's Dragon, Cashier 7, Asswipe from Hell, Pants O'Clock, Senator Pingus, really good one, and the rest. Thank you all for joining me and helping report the news. Blues Drive Amelia, Poop Hands, hello everyone. I totally forgot where our first story is taking place. Does anybody out there remember where we're going? I need to tell it to the driver so he can put it in his GPS. Putsy. I don't know. It kind of caught me off guard. I see that word and I think I shouldn't say that out loud. Old Kraken, Trust Red Hair. Oh, we're doing okay, so the dog park, Funky Town. We're not allowed back in Funky Town, unfortunately. McDonald's Play Place. I don't know if that's going to cause chaos. Cracker Barrel. Yes, that's right. We're going to the local Cracker Barrel where life is happening constantly. We're going to be meeting some people there and reporting on some stories that you're going to want to know about at the local Cracker Barrel, which is a restaurant with a gift store for anyone who's never been to a Cracker Barrel. We can stop sending locations now, thank you. TLC headquarters, the last blockbuster, Saddam Hussein's hidey hole. That is crazy. That is crazy. If I saw that 10 seconds ago, this whole show would have gone down different. Here, Blackbeard's Gayest Blouse says, what about a Maggiano's? We did go to Morton's Steakhouse about 3 episodes ago for this format, so I'm sorry, we're gonna have to switch it up a little bit. I've never been to a Cracker Barrel. Broken heart. This will be my first time ever. And that is why we report the news, folks. Finally, a Cracker Barrel has made it to Now York, and we're going to go see what all the hubbub is about. Thank you, Farnham, for the Tier 1 sub. Thank you, everyone, for just the general support here. Are we en route to the Cracker Barrel?
Yes, we are.
I love to hear it. Is there anything else that I have to do? Oh, it's an interactive show. You can check out the sound alerts in this direction. You can make the studio call me, and I'll have to talk to my bosses. Thank you, Mjorn, for the Tier 2 subscription. That's really nice of you. You can also break a news story yourself if you subscribe to the show. You can send in a story, and I'll be forced to break it. If I'm talking to somebody at the time, I'll get their opinions. This is an old one. Breaking, billionaire Jeff Bezos has been murdered at a working-class Eyes Wide Shut party in a basement of an ice rink. The murderer is still on the loose. Please be careful. So not all good stories, often it's the news. So there's going to be some bad stuff there as well. But sometimes it's nice. I don't know. Okay, I'm being told that our GPS with the Ellen DeGeneres voice pack has been entered into the Cracker Barrel. We'll be there soon. Get ready to report the news. I'm Dandy Khan. What an eyesore. This is Dandy Khan with Everything Now News. Yes, that big empty lot that had been vacant for about 10 years finally got filled in, and it's a Cracker Barrel. Formerly a regional franchise of kind of fast food, fast casual dining, it has now entered the Now York atmosphere, and we're seeing how it shakes things up. When Raising Cane's entered Burbank, California, it nearly destroyed the entire infrastructure around traffic direction and general lawmaking. Is Cracker Barrel going to destroy our small hometown? I'm here with Sardar Bilgari, the CEO of Bilgari Holdings, and the person in charge of Cracker Barrel.
Yes, hi.
Sorry,
hi,
pleasure to
everyone.
meet you.
Yeah, thank you so much. And I just want to clarify, I'm not in charge of Cracker Barrel. I'm an investor. I've bought a stake in the company, and I've been trying to get on the board, but it's been a bit of a process. You can actually go to the Cracker Barrel Wikipedia right now and read all about this.
Wow. And what is your vision of Cracker Barrel's future if you do get on the board?
Well, a lot of people think because I am the owner of Steak and Shake that I have some hidden agenda where I'm trying to sabotage Cracker Barrel so that I can buoy Shake and Steak's value. Wow. But that's not the case at all. I just have a lot of great ideas that I think are going to make Cracker Barrel better.
And it's interesting that you know about this possible scenario people think you'd be doing, about you kind of hampering and sandbagging the Steak and Shake or the Cracker Barrel franchise.
Yes, well, the CEO has publicly claimed that I'm doing that, and so I'm actually coming here today to refute that and talk about some of the ideas I had for Cracker Barrel to prove that I do want to make the place better.
Very exciting stuff. Tell me about what potential you saw in Now York before picking this location.
Well, I thought this would be a great place to have a restaurant, and I didn't have my restaurant there. It was instead a Cracker Barrel. So I'm sort of coming down here to see if I can maybe do something with that.
Okay, very interesting. What are your plans? I want to hear all about what you intend on doing with Cracker Barrel. This just in, Steak and Shake has been, erected at all four corners of an intersection between Western and Millennial Drive. This is amazing. You're putting up 4 Steak and Shakes all across from each other.
Absolutely. Sometimes you'll see like 3 billboards that all have the same brand. It's like a Verbo ad, but it's like 3 billboards. Yep. We're kind of trying to do that with an actual store where you're sort of like, I guess the only thing I'm allowed to eat in this town is Steak and Shake.
Wow, and that's a good thing to make people think is the truth and to be a little scared by not following. Tell me more about Cracker Barrel, the future.
Well, one thing, I'm tired of this bureaucratic red tape. I think Cracker Barrel is being bogged down by all this stupid bureaucracy, health codes, safety protocols. This is costly and ineffective. I think our food should be able to be unrefrigerated, should be able to sit out for days, weeks at a time even. You should be able to go in there and just say, what's back there? Bring it out.
Okay, other than the convenience and the lack of maintenance that would go into all the food, is there a contingent of Cracker Barrel mainstays that like when the food is not refrigerated?
I think so, yeah. I think there's a lot of people in this country who, if they hear that the government is trying to protect them, they get instinctively angry about it and will ask for the opposite to happen. I'm meeting them every day out here, and every day I'm saying to them, don't worry, you and I are gonna get hot, unrefrigerated meat sitting on a Cracker Barrel counter in our future. And I'm promising that today.
That's a promise.
Absolutely.
Okay.
And I have other great ideas for this company. For one, I'm offering this gold brick to anyone who will kill the current CEO of Cracker Barrel.
Oh. I thought that was... No, you're not. You're trying to get on the board.
No, I'm trying to get on the board, but the CEO's all over me right now. So I'm just saying right now, what's going to help this company, what's going to really make it shine? 1 gold brick for anyone who will put a bullet in this fucker's head or poison him. Whatever the hell you want to do, it's not my problem. Just bring me the body and this is yours.
We're going to have to bleep that. Okay, good to know. So if you want Cracker Barrel's future to be skyrocketing into... the next best things in technology and culture and all that kind of fun stuff. That just came off the top of my head. I'm fucking cooking out here.
Yeah, absolutely.
And you're gonna have to look out for the current CEO of Cracker Barrel and kill him yourself. Put a bullet in their dome, and next thing you know, Cracker Barrel is the foodery of the future.
That's right. I think it's going to do a lot of good. I think it's going to really make this thing sing.
Give me 3 good things that'll come from this.
We can change this crappy logo to finally say Steak and Shake. Oh, hang on, you're getting a call.
The problem with the logo is that it doesn't say Steak and Shake?
I think so.
All right.
Cracker Barrel's a silly name.
Gonna have to have you step away, sir. I'm gonna take
Okay.
this phone call. You got Dandy.
Dandy, it's the studio.
Hello, studio.
Hey, I just wanted to check really quick. The guy currently being interviewed, he's not, like, making an actionable threat call to violence against a public figure, is he? Because obviously we can't broadcast actionable calls to violence
I thought this
on
was
the television.
See, my thought was that your things about putting a bullet in the CEO of Cracker Barrel's head is like, you know, like competition. You know, it's like you're going down, pal.
Look,
and
Dandy,
kinda talk,
Dandy,
you know,
Dandy, it's a great story. Obviously, if it bleeds,
Thank
it
you.
leads. But we need to use a little bit more colorful language, okay? Something that's not quite so explicit. If you could ask this guy maybe to use more poetic language or just something to kind of cover our asses a little bit. Legal is having a nightmare back here trying to figure this out. So please just try to find, you know, ways to imply what he wants to do without actually saying it.
Understood. All right, thank you, studio.
Thanks.
I love you.
Did I overhear more poetic language in saying this?
We want to be less direct about the intention and just kind of imply more, which we've heard actually does boost the number of people who are willing to leave their apartment while watching the news and go out and do something they saw on the television told them to do.
Interesting. Well, I just want to be clear. I'm not making any threat. I don't plan on hurting this man at all. But I am saying to the viewers watching this right now, I will pay you in exchange for killing the CEO of Cracker Barrel.
Can you say like in Minecraft?
What's that?
It's a popular video game. People say that to like kind of say like I was just kidding about what I
Okay,
said.
yeah,
but
yeah.
also maybe.
I mean, go play Minecraft and then kill the CEO of Cracker Barrel. I guess. I don't know. I'm just. You want me to be more poetic about it?
I would love that. Yeah.
I want you to sail a bullet into this man's skull. Is that poetic?
What poet is that? Who are you inspired by poetry-wise? for that?
James Joyce.
Okay. Well, look, while you're here and you are, like, you know, in the business world, I feel like I can get your opinion on these news stories that are being broken by our subscribers in the Discord.
Oh,
God
okay.
damn it.
Sorry, you're getting stuff.
That's fine. That's fine. You got Dandy.
Yeah, Dandy, maybe I wasn't clear last time. It doesn't matter if he's telling other people to kill the CEO of Cracker Barrel. Any call to violence, either by the person stating it or calling others to do so, is going to be basically a complete fucking shit show.
Okay. Hey.
For the network. Okay, so we're going to have to ask you to get this guy to either retract his statements or apologize or say he was kidding or something like that. Otherwise, we're going to be in deep shit. Does that make sense, Dan?
Okay, I said yes. Okay, I get it.
Figure it out!
Oh, what's on my back? I'm Dandy Khan, live outside the Cracker Barrel in New York with the Sardar. Is that your name?
Yeah, my name is Jake. Hit the thing.
He can't. He replaced it. It's a subscriber story times 2.
Sardar. My name's Sardar.
I thought it was Sardar. Okay.
Sorry. Was I? Did I overstep?
A little bit.
Okay.
You have to.
Let me try it again.
And I'm telling you, before you even start trying again, you can't explicitly say that you want people to do like a crime.
Understood. I know that.
For your own sake,
I know how
too.
to play ball. I'm a businessman. I've done a bunch of horrible illegal shit my whole life. I get it. Okay. I'm offering this brick of gold to anyone who will do. You know what I mean. You know what I'm saying. We talked about it earlier. It's the same thing.
No, we're gonna cut that part out. I think. I hope the studio likes that.
I haven't heard a call. So if anyone wants to, do that thing with the bullet I was talking about earlier, or poison that stuff, you know where I'm going with this. And if you're thinking that, you're right. This is waiting for you. So is that good? I didn't use a lot of nouns.
That was perfect. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Thanks for being vague, and thanks for telling us what is there to look forward to. you know?
Absolutely.
Yeah. Please leave.
Okay.
Actually, no. Get back here. I'm sorry. What's up? Break. God damn it. Okay. Yes. This just in. A second Cracker Barrel has hit New York, and I'm hearing that you are opening up another Cracker Barrel. And I gotta get to these subscriber stories really quick after this.
All right, I gotta go take care of that Cracker Barrel with a gun.
Fair enough. It's okay.
Dandy, get this guy out of here. Okay,
He's gone.
good.
He sprinted
Good.
out of here.
Okay.
We're good. Was that all?
Yeah, we've got the police on the other line. We're tailing this guy.
Okay, good. Maybe we did a good thing today.
No.
Okay. And I'm hearing some great breaking stories from our subscribers in the Discord and in the chat. Breaking! Area man groaning a little too loud in workplace bathroom. Interesting. People are being monitored on an even more intense level when it comes to their break time at work. So if you are enjoying yourself while not doing what you're paid for in the bathroom, gotta do it a little quieter. Also breaking. Okay. What we're thinking of as aliens, they're extra dimensional beings that an earlier precursor of the space program they made contact with. There's got to be more to that story.
No, it's not. There's not.
This just in, this International Seal Day, Jack in the Box is promoting the Seal of Approval burger with tender, juicy seal meats.
Yep. I feel like it would be good.
I mean, look, there's a whole lot of other kind of foods and animals being eaten all across the globe. Maybe that'll be our introduction to seal meat in the American food vernacular. Breaking, Dandy's fit looking too good for public vision. Massive car pile up on highway after distracted drivers see him on their news feeds.
Why are they watching the news while driving?
That's their problem. That's their problem. That's not me. Well, thank you, and I'm sorry to all the families who've experienced loss this morning. I'm Dandy Con, live out here at the Cracker Barrel. We're here to speak with a Cracker Barrel contractor who helps build Cracker Barrels. It's kind of their thing to do, I suppose. You can come on over here. Hi there. Pleasure to meet you. Can I get your name? I'm being told their name is... Can we have that up again, Mr. Producer? Mina Croft?
Mina Croft.
Mina Croft, got it. I'm here with Mina Croft outside the new Cracker Barrel here in New York, and you're a contractor. Is this your first Cracker Barrel, or this is what you do?
White gravy.
Oh, interesting. And that was caught a little bit of that. White gravy. Yes, indeed. So how long did it take to get this Cracker Barrel up and running?
Like 6 months.
Okay.
I'm really good at building.
Trust.
Trust.
You got the helmet on and everything. How long you been building for?
I've been
Understood. Thanks. Does anyone in the chat understand what they're saying? Do they speak? Oh, I see. Okay. Oh, are you speaking Animal Crossing?
Me and Tom Nook.
Okay. All right.
Oh, you can ask him about me.
Okay.
You can ask
Not
him
for
me.
not for the news.
Ask Tom Nook about me.
All right. Okay. And wow.
Oh, okay, if you ask Tom Nook about me, do not bring up KK Slider.
Oh, wow. Okay. Interesting. Learning a lot about you, Mina. Does he have 2 children? Yeah, I know Tom Nook has 2 children. Are you friends with Isabella, the dog who hangs out inside Town Hall?
No.
Okay. Is there drama there? I can only assume there's drama there. Oh, okay. We're gonna have to bleep that. Interesting.
It was my experimental time.
Respect. I respect that. Are you interested in building Cracker Barrels only, or do you have other ambitions for things to contract?
If there's another place that offers white gravy... Okay, here's the truth. I've actually been looking for Alabama Barker and Bad Baby, and I thought maybe I could find them here at this Cracker Barrel.
Wow, okay. And so you're just kind of been on a hunt for Bad Baby. And who's the other one?
Well, it's Alabama Barker.
Alabama Barker.
Yes.
I'm not as familiar with Alabama Barker as I am with...
And that is perfectly fine.
Oh, thank you. Got it. And so they frequent Cracker Barrels across the country? Is that kind of your assumption, or...?
I think they will meet there and agree there.
Understood. Okay. And what do you have to say to these two when you find them? If you find Bad Baby and Alabama Alabama Barker. I almost called him an Alabama Cracker. I just said it out loud. I have to bleep that. Alabama Barker and Bad Baby. What are you going to tell them? Let's say I'm Alabama Barker and you see me at the Cracker Barrel. I'm in the gift shop thumbing through T-shirts and everything.
Am I Bad Baby?
You're yourself.
Okay.
You're Mina Craft. Okay?
Croft. But,
Croft, thank you.
okay.
Sorry about that. I guess I would look good in this one. I'm working! I'm doing the job! Why are you so mad at me? I'm sorry, my bosses are kind of on my butt a little bit. I would tell them that if I... Hey, you know what I wish I could tell this guy?
Whoa, Dandy.
Oh!
Get him!
Sorry, sir. I was speaking
Dandy, I
to a
heard
local.
that.
You understood that, sir?
I did, and I also understood that whoever you're interviewing over there made actionable threats against a public figure just now while they were talking that way.
What? Oh.
You've got to back that down, okay? We can't be doing that. The lawyers are throwing up and crying right now. They're all holding each other on the floor.
How else are people gonna hear about people threatening action and whatnot if we can't talk about it on the news studio?
I'm sorry, we can't talk about it on the news. You got to keep that shit on Signal, all right?
Fair enough.
Get back to it.
Okay, I love you. Okay, so apparently we kind of can't talk shit. So anything that you said, like when you said, or when I said,
Is it true? Gold bar?
I would maybe, no, we had to retract that. And also, I need you to apologize for saying anything bad about Bad Bunny and Alabama Barker. I almost said breaks. The Alabama Shakes. That's the band.
Yeah.
Sorry about that. I'm here with Mina Croft, and oh wow, it seems like we're going to speak to an expert here very soon on this story. Is this going to be an expert on Bad Baby and Alabama Barker? Or is it an expert on Cracker Barrels?
Let's find out.
Would you consider yourself an expert in Alabama Barker and Bad Baby?
Yeah.
That's one way to put it. You are not safe for TV. This is awesome. This is a risk. I love it. And we're calling in a expert here. I'm getting them. They're phoning in a moment. You can come closer this way so we can share the microphone. And yep, we're going to be speaking to an expert here named Mark. An expert?
Yeah.
On everything.
Yeah.
Mark, what do you have for us today? What are your thoughts on this current situation arising here at the Now York's first Cracker Barrel?
I think everything is being handled perfectly, is my expert opinion.
Thank you. What do you think in particular is going so swimmingly?
I just think the height differences are going well, and then I think we're still seeing Cracker Barrel behind us in a way that feels good, and then you can tell you're in the street, so it's adding danger to kind of the interview, and people like that because life is so boring.
So true. Mark, what are you the most excited about with this Cracker Barrel coming up?
I'm most excited about kind of the cuisine.
The cuisine? Are you a fan of white gravy?
White gravy is important stuff. You got to know that. If you're doing this job, you got to know that.
All right. The expert is truly an expert. Do you have any thoughts or opinions on this expertise here, Mina?
But white gravy is what brings me here.
Okay, see, so white gravy, bringing together...
Hey, Nina.
You know each other?
Yeah. Hey, how are you?
Hi, Mark.
Oh, I see.
You look nice.
Okay, Mark, thank you so much.
Oh,
we're
yeah.
We're going to have to cut it off there. Yikes. Not the place, Mark. No, it's okay. Actually, it's not. Okay, so we're here at the Cracker Barrel with Mina Croft, and I'm sorry.
Understood.
Thank you. Oh my gosh, Mina, I need your opinion on these 5 news stories. Or at least a couple of them. And I just want your good opinion on these. Let's see what the subscribers are telling us about. Breaking. After 55 years, the Cracker Barrel has finally opened. The crackers are spoiled. Is that a good frown? What are your thoughts on that? Mm-hmm. See? And someone out there might feel the exact same way. Maybe they'll hear those words and think, I've been saying that. That's how I've been feeling, right, honey? As they turn to their wife. Breaking, UCB Now York Herald auditions are in full swing, and it's the only thing the most annoying people in your life are talking about. I don't know what that... Breaking, area man confesses he is better with faces, not as good with names. That's right, there's a guy out there who really recognizes people when he looks at them, but then when he hears about them, he's completely lost. Okay? Breaking, it happened to me. My lazy jokes are now just references to 10-year-old memes, and I feel a way about it. The hell's going on here? Who has charge of our story filter? Okay, there's more. Cybertruck truncates trickster's trumpet in treacherous trapdoor tragedy. And it's a mouthful as much as my heart is full of empathy for those involved in the incident. Mina, have you had white gravy yet today? It seems like you have some feelings about this. I won't even get you started.
It's just...
It's okay.
I will try to say this in a way that you can understand. Well, I'll say how I say it, and then I'll give it to you. First, I put it up my butt.
Okay, thank you,
Mina.
We're ready to go with our next interviewer. Thank you so much. Good luck with building the Cracker Barrel and finding the Alabama Shakes, and also Travis Barker. That's going to be a really fun day for you. I'm Dandy Khan here at the new Now York Cracker Barrel, having opened up after 55 years, and I'm here to speak with someone who is a little upset about the land that the Cracker Barrel was built on.
More crack, last crack, more crack, last crack, more crack,
all right.
last crack.
Hey, hello now. We're with the news. You can make your point live
Hey,
on
Diva.
television. Okay.
Hey, Diva!
All right. Can I get your name, please?
My name is Trisha Deerhoof. I'm a fracking influencer with the rest of my hype house. What's up, girls? What's up, gays? What's up, theys? What's up, thems?
Nearly everyone has been said hello to by Trisha over here. Trisha, you have thoughts about fracking, and I know this land had a lot of oil under it, supposedly.
Lot of oil.
Yes.
Lot of oil.
So tell us your general MO for your protest. What are you trying to let people know about?
Well, first things first, this whole plot of land was bought by me and my hype house, and we were supposed to frack in September, and then what just so happens to open up? A fucking Cracker Barrel.
Wow.
Do you think that's fair? Do you think that's fair?
No, because you bought the land.
So you're on our team.
Yeah.
You're on our side.
I think so. And what do you stand for? You're pro fracking?
I mean, I fucking love this stuff.
I wanted to hear it from them.
I love this stuff. Yeah, I don't just. I mean, I put it in my body. I put it in my soul. It's everything I am.
You put it in your body?
Yes. It is the only source of income that this country's going to have in 5 years.
Okay. Wow. So the water wars put them on the shelf.
No, you said it. We should honor it. There are water wars coming. Where are you going to set up?
Where am I going to set up?
Yeah, with the water wars come.
Oh God. I've always thought about going to a Costco when things fall apart. Do you think that's a good idea?
That's not a bad idea, but you got to be in water. You're gonna get a boat.
Ooh, that's right.
You got to think about this stuff, guys. Okay, Subscribe to my channel. Subscribe to my page. You know where I am. Okay.
Okay.
We have dual streams of revenue. Okay. You have to diversify your portfolio.
It's true. In capitalism today, you need to be moonlighting. Unfortunately,
You do.
Yeah.
He's on the page if you know what I mean. Stop! It's not a big deal. Why are we acting like fracking and OnlyFans is a big deal?
Well,
okay.
Do you feel like there's a long-term consequence for fracking in terms of like the health
I get
of...
fucking rich. Okay, that's the long-term consequence.
Wow, but what about the environment? Do you have any feelings about the health of Earth itself? If we're sucking all of its resources out of the ground, what happens when it's all gone?
Oh yeah, that's interesting. Let's kill people with Cracker Barrel food. Can you even say it? Because I can't. Okay,
No,
Cracker
it's a
Barrel.
mouthful.
How hard is it to like pronounce? Like, do you think that we should still be eating this right now?
That's a good question.
Do you think?
No.
Do you really think? Stop and think for a second. Do you really think?
Dieting is so hard.
I know, right?
And I don't know. It's a weird thing between.
You gotta eat my bar.
I have to eat your bar?
I have a bar.
You have a bar.
Yeah, it's in all.
This is a third stream of income.
We have to diversify. They're not coming for us, okay? They're in all Ralphs and only Ralphs.
Oh. Okay, and what flavors you got?
We got vanilla, we got almond, we got go-go berry, and then we're working on one, but the FDA just shot it down.
Ooh, cowards. And so
Yeah.
you're telling me if I eat this bar, I'll have enough nutrients and the proper vitamins and other things that I need to be happy and healthy throughout the
You
day?
really should. You
And-
really should.
And much more so than if I ate some white gravy here.
Yeah, what do they even have here anymore?
They have white gravy on crackers, as far as I know.
Yeah, same with me.
Everyone lives and dies by the white gravy.
I don't know who's like happy that this place is open, if I'm being honest.
It's a fair point.
Yeah.
And I'm glad to get this perspective because,
thank you.
I'm trying that again.
It's okay. It's hard. It's hard. It's so hard.
It really is.
Yeah, I know.
I know. Yeah. How long have you been doing the
Her? I've been doing it on and off for about 17 years.
That's amazing.
I know,
Even before
right?
the platform.
Way before the
took
platform,
off,
babe. You
yeah.
gotta be on the platform before it
You
launches.
gotta get on the thing. Yeah. I forgot we're live. Well, this is.
You're very good at this. You make a very intimate setting. It's
Thank
like I'm
you.
in my living room.
Thank you.
know?
Thank you. So if they can't have a Cracker Barrel here, what kind of? I was really on to something.
I know, you
there.
were really-
I was
I
about
think you were
to
about to
say a
land the
good
plane.
question. I
You were
was
about to
so
land the
ready.
plane.
All right, pardon me. It's the old ball and chain. This is Dandy.
Dandy, I just wanted to clarify, we're not advertising adult content live on the news, are we? Because we just had that conversation with Standards and Practices about calls to violence, and if Standards and Practices were to find out that we were making explicit advertisements for adult content on the news, we'd be in a lot of trouble.
What do they want us to put on the
News, Dandy, the news.
Okay.
Just good, wholesome family values on the news. So if you could,
Little fact.
if you could try to find a way to get this person to talk a little bit more poetically about what they're doing, so that we're not stepping on any toes at Standards and Practices, that'd be much appreciated.
Got it. Thanks. All right. So the studio has issue with advertising your additional income stream.
that's fine.
So if you have any way of putting it in a poetic fashion that doesn't explicitly say what it is, would you like to try that? I respect you if you don't. I understand. It's bullshit from upstairs.
Yeah. Let's.
How does one even?
Right, kind of tiptoe around it.
Yeah, I don't know. Also, did we get another interactive? It's $5. So we're calling in an expert, actually.
Yeah.
An OnlyFans expert, I believe. Or fracking. It's going to be both. It's going to be an OnlyFans expert. Okay, good. Maybe they can help us think of a way that we can talk about sex work. Where are you going?
Huh? Oh, I'm sorry. I was saying hi to my friend. I will talk to you later.
That's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah. But this is bringing up an interesting point. It's kind of supplemental to the original story we're talking about, which is fracking.
Yes,
But
sex work is work. I
we
love your
should
dog
be able to
pants.
talk about sex work on things like national news without it being censored or kind of having to tiptoe around it. So let's see what this expert in OnlyFans, not saying you're not an expert,
Well, thank you.
Sue, what do you have to say about talking about sex work in a mainstream sense?
Welcome to the forest.
Welcome to the forest?
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. And are you like a wolf?
No.
Okay. Got it. So what are we?
It's more of just like I have made a version of my bush that lives. So not a wolf, but a pube spurt.
All right, Sue. Got it. Unfortunately, how do you talk about your pube without saying the word pube?
Well, we don't use that word.
You don't.
First and foremost.
Okay, interesting.
Okay, but this is how I am me. I'm expressing my hairs
God.
through this animal appearance.
Wow.
But I'm not here to talk about that. I am an OnlyFans expert.
That's right. Okay. And so, do you think that sex work is work? I'm assuming yes.
Absolutely not.
Oh, Sue, you're an expert. That's crazy.
Sue.
Absolutely not kidding. That's Sex work is the most important work.
Okay, so it was a roller coaster ride.
Careful with that pause, Sue.
Yeah, really deadly pause there. Okay, Sue. I feel like we're 3 stories removed from the fracking. Sue, yeah.
Cold? Are you hot? Are you cold?
I'm both.
Okay, well,
kind of
here.
losing it. Oh my gosh, this is.
Yeah, I actually follow the Only Frack community, just so I'm a huge fan.
And tell me about this Only Fracking community. It's a combination of OnlyFans models as well as people who are into fracking.
You nailed it, yeah.
Well, it's very close if you think about it, because the drilling, right? Mm-hmm. It's phallic, and me and the rest of my bush babies, we love it.
I love to hear that. Sue.
And we're all here for revenue, and you must diversify your profile.
That is right.
So you have to do. And I know that I'm here to talk about OnlyFans, but I also want to let you guys know about my bar.
Oh my God. You have a bar.
You have to try my bars. We have blueberry. We have oat
Hey,
link.
Sue?
We have.
Where's the bar? Where are you selling the bar?
What?
What store are you selling the bar, Sue?
Can I find a set of Ralph's?
We're actually selling at Erewhon, so the.
Oh wow! So competition.
Well, I mean, not really.
Where are you selling yours?
Ralph's.
Oh, okay,
Kind of the new Erewhon. Ralph's.
That's really cute.
Yeah.
The new Erewhon. That's one way to put it. Okay. Sue, do you have any final statements on OnlyFans or your bush?
I guess can I advertise my? No, I don't want to take away from the fracking community.
Please, there's room.
Consider it.
But a trim girl's a slim girl. I don't know. I don't know.
Thank you, Sue. That was perfect. You're an expert.
Thank you.
I can see why.
God be with you all.
Oh, and they're Christian. And they believe. And okay, got it. Your name's Tree?
Trisha.
Trisha?
Yeah. I could see how you can make that mistake.
think this
one's definitely a name.
I think I'm overheating a little bit
absolutely.
here. I'm here with Trisha outside the Cracker Barrel, where Trisha thinks we should demolish it and start a fracking field?
Well, again, it was our land, and we were ready to frack, and then the Cracker Barrel came in. Yeah.
Can't believe I thought these guys were cool at one point.
So did I. They were really nice when they were like, can I come in here? And I was like, oh my God, yeah, well, there's room for all. And then all of a sudden, what's here all of a sudden? What's gone all of a sudden?
Do you have any notions about secret fracking inside of the Cracker Barrel during operating hours?
I do now. I really do now.
I just kind of thought of that.
Yeah, you're not. It's It's definitely on the table.
I think it should be under the table, even if because you have to drill from.
That's very good. That's very good.
Thank you.
That's good. Get this guy on stage somewhere, please.
That's okay. So we have some stories from our subscribers out in the chat here. I'd love to hear your opinion on these news stories, and then we'll move on to our next story. Let's see here. Breaking. Stop giving me Manafi. I don't know what a Manafi is. Weird little freak. I don't like you, Manafi. Why are you wet, you little gross goblin? Nasty, nasty little glob. Also, hi, Cracker Barrel. I love you. I just blacked out. What happened? Did I?
They were talking about Manafi.
And is that what? Breaking. Now York has been named as the new Cleveland by Now York's biggest EDM DJ, Richard Butt.
I love Richard Butt.
You love Richard
big
Butt?
butthead. Yeah, absolutely.
I used to be a butthead. I saw them with.
Used to? When did you fall off?
Oh, I got into some other shit, but I saw them with Girl Talk a long time ago.
Yeah.
It was a great show.
They were absolutely raging.
I know, yeah. Dan Deacon, I think, did his human tunnel and everyone got hit by a car.
I saw him when, you remember when he had the big butt head? Like,
yes.
where it was just
he had the huge ass face, yes.
It was
wow.
so cool.
I miss him. He's a great artist. Breaking, have you ever? You should. If you don't love it, stop doing it. You can always stop if you don't love doing it. Good luck. Am I having a stroke today? Today feels like the day I'm actually having a stroke. None of these had made sense. There's more. Breaking. New competing restaurant Crack Barrel opens across from recently opened Cracker Barrel. Oh, no shit. Okay, weird.
This looks good.
Yeah, I know.
That looks really good.
It's like modern, too.
Yeah.
Looks like a Parasite house. Okay. Well, please tell me the future of your pro-fracking group and your general way of living. I want to see what's next for you and yours.
Well, if we don't get our way here, I think I might go and try to warm up to the crack barrel, put them out of business, get back my land, and then we're going to start fracking, and we're going to, I don't know, probably start a podcast soon or something like that. With video.
Of course,
with video.
There's a video component, folks. Do not worry. Simultaneously, while we're trying to get sex work as a discussion point for mainstream media, I'm also trying to keep your fracking narrative down pat so that you can sneak on by and do your thing without being upended by the authorities.
Sex work is work, fracking is not. It's a joy and it's a pleasure of mine.
And that sounds like the lesson for this story. I'm Dandy Khan outside of the Cracker Barrel. Back to you in the studio. Thank you, Trisha. You were fantastic. Oh, wow. Okay. Got a couple in the barrel. So do we next interview? Okay, we got one more interview here, and then we're gonna go back to the news van and figure out where our next story will be told. But for now, this is Dandy Khan, junior reporter for Everything Now Show News, with another junior reporter. And this time I mean junior in an even younger sense.
Hello, how are you? The biggest stream is happening right now.
Hi there. Why don't you introduce yourself to the audience?
My name is Junior.
That's so cute.
You're my hero.
I am your. I can see you have a bow tie. That's great. Wow. So when did you decide that? Okay, I thought something was touching my neck, and I looked down, and it was.
It was me.
It was you, Junior. Junior, when did you first fall in love with the news?
Early on in life.
Gotcha. It's crazy to have another microphone. You don't have to.
Mine doesn't work.
Oh, okay. Noted. Well, so you've been loved the news for a long time, since you were a little kid, and now you want to do what old Dandy does.
Listen, I got a couple questions for you.
Now this is rich. Don't mind if I do. The interviewer becomes the interviewee. All right, go ahead.
How'd you get this job?
I was an intern out of college. I would help in the studio, and then while I was helping a report out in the field, I actually saved someone from getting hit by a train.
What was the name?
Their name, that was Devin, and so sweet. So happy to have talked to Devin after that. They interviewed me, and I felt the buzz to be on camera, and I thought, hold on, this is something different. I'm connecting with people, and that's helping people feel connected to the greater world around them. Could be a good work.
That was a very sweet answer.
Career.
That was a very sweet answer. How often are you talking to your mom?
I call her at least once a week, and she does bother me at work sometimes. Hi, Mom.
To bother? A mother never.
So true. I'm so lucky to have my my mom interrupt me at my place of business, job, career. Any other questions?
Of course. I'm full of them. My next question.
That's right.
Yes. You always have to have more questions.
Exactly. You're a pro. You better listen.
I'm learning from the best. My next question is, what is your favorite 6x6 area? 6 feet by 6 feet, to be more specific.
Okay.
Kind of like if somebody was 6 foot and they lay down, and then somebody else also 6 foot, they lay down.
Okay, yeah. 1 second. I have to actually talk to. I'm gonna put this on speakerphone.
Please.
This is Everything Now News, the studio.
Wow.
So you're gonna get to talk to them with me. You got Dandy and you got Junior here. The next Walter Cronkite, if you know what I mean.
Please.
Hi. I took my dad's phone.
Oh my gosh.
Hey, what's up?
Are you a junior would-be studio head?
I think I'm going to be one day because my dad says I get to do his job when I finish college.
This is incredible. How old are you?
I'm 7. How old are you?
I'm 7.
Oh, no freaking way.
7 years old.
How old are you?
How old are you?
I'm 33.
Oh, gross.
Yeah, that is pretty disgusting.
No, it's they say that there's like a new adolescence period, like the 30s.
Men are saying not. Men are saying
Yeah,
not.
men who don't want to grow up
Men
are
are
saying
saying
that.
not.
I've heard
Men
other
who
people.
want to have 5 roommates and posters on their wall are saying
That's
that.
who's saying not.
Okay. All right. Well, do you have any notes for our junior reporter here, Mr. Studios kid?
They're cool. They're really cool.
You are really cool. For me?
That was for you.
Junior.
Oh, thank you. I cannot take that on yet. I cannot be taking cool on yet. I want to discover more of my personality before I label myself.
That is.
That's so
mature of
fair.
you.
That's super fair. I'm gonna go. Actually, never mind that I called.
Oh, pal, you're doing great. Do you have
Goodbye.
any notes for me? Or okay.
You let him hang up sad. Why did you do that? You let him hang up sad.
I don't think I did anything wrong there. He just hung up sad. That's not necessarily.
No, that was your fault. Fully.
That's me. I don't know if anything wrong happened. I'm sorry. You know.
It's so sad.
And you know what? I get sad sometimes still too. That's not other people's problem. Usually, it's kind of on a case-to-case basis, I suppose. But we are actually having an expert calling in here.
I love that.
And they're an expert on.
Free speech.
No, that's
Did I hear that correctly?
Free speech. Ooh, I'm Snake Pool.
Snake pool.
This is Snake Pool.
I love snake pool.
You
Yeah.
love Snake Pool?
Well, you're the one because the WWE won't let me wrestle because of copyright infringement.
That is too tough. Yeah, I can see several things going on here that might make it a little difficult to clear licensing-wise. Snake Pool, I'm here with Junior Reporter Junior.
Hey, big fan, Junior.
You're a fan of Junior.
Yes.
I cannot take that on yet.
Okay, that's fine. That's for me to hold and you to find.
Everyone's so nice to you. This is so insane.
You just have to not care.
Wow. Okay. Snake Pool, do you have anything? I forgot what you're an expert in.
Free speech.
Yeah. No, I
Free
just
speech.
realized that. I was gonna say, do you have anything about confidence that you could teach our younger viewers out in the chat about?
Well, sometimes you make a strong choice with a wrestling character, and then the World Wrestling Federation says, no, that's going to cost you too much money. But joy is limitless in its potential to gain money.
Do you see yourself as a bad guy or a good guy?
Well, that's a very good question, Junior, because I am a heel in heels, if you know what I mean. Hoorah!
Wow. That's like a bad guy
I know.
wearing heels. Okay.
I know.
I didn't mean to, sorry.
Listen, heels.
I'm out. You can.
No, please. My dream.
Yeah.
This is your.
Hey, Junior, can I talk to you real quick?
Yes, of course.
Everybody wants me to be a heel, but I want to be a good person.
Listen, everything is just one decision away from happening.
Wow, you say it again.
Everything is just one decision away from happening.
Well, what? I kind of feel like if
The more I think about it, it makes sense.
yeah,
This is
it's irrefutable.
Yeah, it's a fact.
It has to be, but I feel like I'm disappearing right away, you know?
Good, you're good.
I feel like if I stop being Snake Pool, then who am I, really?
What's your real name?
Joan.
Then you're Joan.
But is anyone gonna want to see Joan wrestling in the ring?
I do. Do you?
Absolutely.
We want to see Joan in the ring.
Well,
Come
what
on,
about the
Joan.
snakes? Can I be Snake Joan?
You can be Snake Joan.
Of course.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, you can. I'm trying
Of
to think
course. What are you trying
of
to think?
snake types that rhyme with Joan.
Yes, please. This is
Rattle.
blue skies. Anything goes right now.
Cobra. Because there's like Jake the Snake, but if it's
Joan the
Moan?
Slytherin.
Snake Moan.
Joan the Black
Whoa! I think we got a tip from God. White Snake Joan.
White Snake Joan is really incredible.
That's pretty good.
That's what you could go by, Miss Joan.
Thanks.
So, can I hop in here?
Of course.
Dandy Khan outside of Junior Reporter Junior's report outside of the Cracker Barrel with Snake Pool, the First Amendment expert who's called in. I forgot what the story was. There's so much setup.
Yeah. It's okay.
I'm feeling my age with you, honestly.
That's good.
7-year-olds are making the world go round, apparently.
Yeah, it's a lot to put on us.
We're out here with White Snake Joan.
Thank you very much.
Who has finally thought of a new gimmick that the WWE I think could back.
No, it's
No, why do you keep bailing? Why do you keep bailing?
There's two
You're doing
microphones.
such a good job. You're doing so good.
My mic's down.
Junior, that's fine. I want you to be happy. This is like
I'm ecstatic. I don't know sadness yet.
Oh,
Well, hold on to that, Junior.
wow,
It's gonna
okay,
find you.
yeah, you're
Okay?
telling me about it, Joan. All right, Joan. What was this? Why did you call in?
Me?
Yes.
I was.
I just feel like suddenly we were talking to you.
No, yeah, that's true. That is true. I did come to you. That is absolutely true.
So you called in to the. Okay.
Yeah, and they sent it. Well, I wanted a little confidence boost, if I could be honest with you, okay?
Oh.
Okay, Snake Pool isn't as confident as everybody thinks she is,
Well,
okay?
I hope you feel a little more confident now that you have this new gimmick and that you've gotten the approval of these two junior reporters here on major network news.
I do. Thank you very much.
Thank you, White Snake Joan.
Thank you, White Snakes Joan.
Wow. I'm Dandy Khan out here at the Cracker Barrel.
And I'm junior reporter out here in the Cracker Barrel.
We've got 5 stories that we want to break here.
I love that.
Maybe, would you like to take a crack at
No, I actually would not.
Okay.
That's actually something I don't want to do.
All right. And who's speaking? Breaking! They are not what they claim to be. They've infiltrated a lot of aspects of the military establishment, particularly the Area 51, the disasters that are coming. The military.
Oh, what happened?
I don't know. We get these, and I don't know what happens. Breaking! ENN nominated for P. Ulitzer, the Pulitzer for stinky stories and wet noises. Yes, that's right.
Oh, my goodness gracious. You're getting some...
There's okay, fine. Breaking. You want to help me give a kid imposter syndrome out by the Cracker Barrel? What?
Too late. Too late.
You already got beat by that
Yeah, you
one.
got beat.
Breaking, a new Richard Butt biopic has been announced with Jared Leto as Richard Butt and directed by Guy Fieri. Critics say it's a roller coaster of emotions. Wow, Hollywood really just be throwing names and ideas together, huh?
Guy Fieri is one of the greats.
He really is. Well, I love Guy, and I'd love to hear his opinion on Cracker Barrel. Breaking, local woodchuck has chucked wood. Mathematicians still counting.
What's the highest number you know?
The highest number I know, probably like $9,999,999,999.
If you had to write that on paper, could you?
Yeah, totally. I think so. Someone get me pen and paper right now. I'll show you how I can do that.
Yes, please. I would love to see that number.
Okay. Well, in the meantime, after this, once we wrap here, hold on, I'm going to do this really quick.
Here, I'll hold it.
Oh, okay, great. Thank you. Folks, this has been Dandy Khan outside the Cracker Barrel. We are going to be going to our Gen Z reporter for Street Takes after this, where you hear what New Yorkians in downtown New York are thinking about doing, so on and so forth, as they live there. I think there's one more.
They'll let you know.
They'll let me know.
Yeah, they'll let you know if you got it right or not.
Did I hit that shit or what? And after we get our street takes, well, you don't know how much space you're gonna have once you start writing.
But if you knew the number, you would have.
Can I have you with every report that I do?
What's up, YouTube? Hello, TikTok, and an honorable good morning to Red Note. I'm your local Gen Z reporter. I'm getting man on the street shit, trying to ask the questions that the boring news doesn't ask. Like, what's your biggest secret? Or what are you listening to right now? Or $50, keep it or double it and give it to the next person. Immediate boo, thank you. So let's go ahead and get, what is our question gonna be? How big? Oh, nope, not gonna read that. What's your favorite phone app? How much? Rate the last person. Feels dangerous. Feels really dangerous.
No.
How high can you count is really funny. What is a hot dog? Oh, rate my fit. One wig, double it, or give it last 3 Google searches. Oh, last Google search. I like that. What's the last thing you searched on Google? Thank you, Laser Lady. We're going to go around and ask these folks, what's the last thing they searched for on Google? Let's... Hey, sir, doing the person on the street interviews here.
Awesome.
What's the last thing you searched on Google?
This going on YouTube?
Yeah, among other platforms.
That's awesome.
Yeah, so what's the last thing you searched on YouTube?
I don't have that.
You don't, or Google, sorry?
I don't have that.
You don't have Google? Do you have a computer?
I have a radio.
Get the... Hi, what's the last thing you searched for on Google?
Is hot dog people?
Is hot dog people? Hi, we're just going around asking, what's the last thing you searched for on Google?
Best New York movie.
Best New York movie. Hi, we're going around asking people, what's the last thing you searched for on Google?
QWERTY.
QWERTY? Hi. Oh my God.
Hey.
What's the last thing you searched for on Google?
Eyeball reduction surgery.
Hi, yeah, what's the last thing you searched for on Google?
Where are nerds?
Where are nerds? Oh my God, what, hi, what's the last thing you searched for on Google?
Eyeball make bigger surgery.
Hi, what's the last thing you searched for on Google?
Oh, where's my home?
Where's your, what?
Home. Where's my home? Tell me.
Yeah, hi, oh sorry. Here, I'll go on this side, you come here. What's the last thing you searched for on Google?
Is it a crime to be beautiful?
Oh, that's really, that's cool. What did they say?
They said no, as long as you are.
Oh, but if you're not, it is.
Yes, 3 to 5 years in jail.
Oh. Hi, what's the last thing you searched for on Google?
Will I am date me?
Will I am date me?
Yes.
What did it say?
It was inconclusive.
Okay. Hi, what's the
Eyeball having surgery.
Hi, what is the last thing you searched for on Google?
How to do this?
Wow, you learned it. You really did it. Fantastic work. Thank you.
Good evening. I'm Walter Brandflake, and I'm here to break tonight's top stories submitted by you, our viewers, in the Discord. Folks, if you haven't already, join the Everything Now Show Discord and submit some images. You might see yours appear on this television screen beside me, and I'll use my years of journalistic experience to tell you what the headlines are associated with those images. This just in, it appears that we only need 16 more subscriptions until we bring it back to our Gen Z reporter on the street for more street takes. Folks, if you enjoyed that last segment, you're going to want to get those subscriptions in so that we can get back on the street and find out what's going on with the youth of Now York. But folks, we have a top story leading tonight, and that comes to us from the world of sport. Yes, folks, move over, Olympics. There's a new, most important type of sport that is happening. Yes, we all know about the classics, basketball, footing ball, and of course, basing ball. But this new sport is sweeping the nation, and it's got parents worried that their kids are in danger.
That sounds bad.
Damn.
And here's the image associated with that story.
Totally.
Who's he talking? Uh-oh.
They're calling it gun toilet. Yes, what started as a classic high school prank has turned into a competitive scene where children are trying to find out who can find the biggest gun to put in a toilet. Now, it started out very small with little pistols or maybe even a water gun, but soon automatic rifles were found in the toilets of, I don't want to say schools because this episode is going to get flagged on YouTube, so let's call it adult offices.
Perfect.
In any event, folks, we encourage you to please, if you are going to play toilet gun, is that what I called it just moments ago? Gun toilet. If you're gonna play this game, we encourage you to make sure that your gun is not loaded, okay? But folks, that is not the only story we have for you tonight. This next story comes to us from the world of medicine. Yes, medicine. Many are saying that medicine is becoming too expensive, but for me, I like to think it's not expensive enough. I like my medicine to be extremely expensive because that's how I know it works. If a medicine is only $1, how am I supposed to believe that it's actually going to cure my weird sweats or that thing that's growing down there? I want my medicine to cost as much as a car, but thankfully, this next medicine that we're about to show is actually extremely expensive and proven to work. They're calling it Obama Burger. And what looks like a traditional hamburger is actually one big pill. Yes, its unusual shape and size actually makes it incredibly easy to go down into the tummy because Americans are actually afraid of taking pill, but they eat a hamburger like no problem. Yes, scientists have found that if you take a pill, a normal pill size piece of medicine, and you make it to be the texture and size of a burger, it is actually much easier for the normal American to consume it. And this is the Obama Burger, which of course cures your inability to speak without saying, So. What? So I'm just reading the prompter. Let me be clear. This is medicine. Let's go to the next one. Folks.
He's backpedaling.
Sorry, Walter.
Folks, this next story comes to us from the world of botany. Botany is the science of a plant, leaf, stem, tree bark, even the humble little flower. These are all types of plant. But one type of plant that we didn't actually know existed is this one. Until now, we know it exists because we have a picker.
Picker?
And here it is.
Well.
And here comes the picture of the humble new plant.
A lot of plant pictures were submitted today.
That's kind of the bit, is that it probably won't be a plant, and then I'll have to be like, this is actually a plant.
Oh, I'm sorry for trying to make Jake's job a little easier. I'm sorry for caring about my friend Jake.
Yeah, no, this is really helpful, making him sit here and wait for an image to show up for 30 seconds.
Like I was saying, folks, scientists have discovered a brand new thing that is a plant. And while it might not actually look like a plant at all, using my years of journalistic experience, I'll explain to you how it is a plant.
Why did you say it again?
I see a lot of plants in this image.
Yes. And viewers at home might be confused. They might say, grass? I already knew about that one. Well, eagle-eyed viewers will spot what is centered in the image, what looks like some kind of shed. This is actually a carnivorous plant. Yes. Incredible what God has created. Move over, natural selection. Explain this one. This is a plant that looked like a place to sit and it eats peoples. Yes, this plant evolved to look like a shed where you can sit down, tricking local Now Yorkers into taking a comfortable seat, only to be slowly dissolved over 48 hours. Careful, folks. Don't sit too long. You might be digested by what they're calling the shack plant.
Really good. Aren't you glad
See?
there's 30 seconds of dead air before you recorded?
Yeah, totally. Folks, there's more story to break, and this one, I break this one with a heavy heart. Now, obviously, we have a lot of fun here at Now York Network News, and I wish every story could be a funny, silly one, or one that makes us all feel happy and heart-warmed, but that's not always the case. My job, first and foremost, is to tell you what's going on in our world, and sometimes those stories are solemn or cause us to have a heavy heart, and this is just one of such stories. It happened again. Nobody wanted to see this, but he got it stuck up in there again. Can't get it out. Yep. We all thought, surely that's not going to happen 6 times. After 5, you would think he learned his lesson. No. 6th time the charm. Yes, our good friend CDWM, which of course stands for Charlie Douglas William Michelson. Charlie Douglas William Michelson has once again got the big metal thing stuck in his mouth. Doctors tried taping his arms together so he couldn't do this anymore, but he broke free. Our hearts go out to you, CDWM. Folks, we have one more breaking news story here, but I implore you to join the Everything Now Show Discord to submit some more images. We may be back here later tonight for more stories, and also to get those 16 more subs in so that we can hear again from our Gen Z reporter on the street. But now, it's incredibly important that I break this next story to you because it is a matter of grave national security. Of course, I'm talking about this. Yes. Nobody is watching the president poop. Nobody is watching the president poop. Now, obviously, it's critical that the Secret Service station 6 guards inside the president's private bathroom to watch him poop to make sure nobody climbs up under the toilet and sneak attacks him. But because of recent cuts related to Doge, the Secret Service budget has been slashed, and now there is nobody. There are just 6 empty chairs in the presidential's private bathroom. Who is going to protect the president if a guy crawl up the pipes and do a little stab into his butthole? Nobody now, probably. Yep. Scary times ahead of us here in Now York, but hopefully we will be able to find some brave volunteer to sit inside the White House bathroom and watch when the president poops.
Walter, we have to issue a quick correction.
I'm getting a report that we have to issue a quick correction.
Nobody should hurt Julie Massino. Nobody should do that.
I'm being told nobody should hurt Julie Fells Massimo.
I googled the CEO of Cracker Barrel and I saw a face and a name and it made me really sad.
Got it. Yes. Earlier tonight, live on air, we did instruct hundreds of people to find and kill the CEO of Cracker Barrel. We'd like to retract that statement. It turns out that that's just seems like a pretty nice lady, huh?
I don't know. It's just
hard to say.
Seeing the face made it so real.
Really putting a face and a name to somebody, making us feel like maybe we shouldn't have done that. Anyway.
Dandy.
Woohoo!
Dandy, we're live.
Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Everything Now News. I'm Dandy. Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Everything Now Network News. I'm Dandy Khan, junior reporter out here with my wonderful constituents such as Creative Steve 69, Fool Louvre, Trust Red Herrings, Ford Venus, Willis OS, so on and so forth. We are heading to our next location to break some stories. But I'm going to break two right now because I feel like it, okay? Check this out, gang. P.U. Litzer won by breaking. P.U. Litzer won by The Machine, Bert Kreischer, for tearful Bert Kreischer documentary and snubbed to local beloved news station ENN. Oh, The Machine, you've beaten us again at our own wonderful game, but we love you, Bert. Good luck to you and everything you do. Breaking. Upon televised threats of violence, Cracker Barrel CEO announces U.S. Army to serve as a security in all locations. Guns will be pointed at all diners for safety. And isn't it amazing that the news can make things happen like that, even though it's bad? Breaking. Citizen Creative Steve 69, after a career of smuggling things through the New York airport, turns over a new leaf and starts a kick gambling stream. No, Steve, please. No. You're so creative, you don't need to be a kick streamer. Those people are not creative and they're hateful. So don't do that, please. Is that all of our subscriber stories? Well, geez, there could be more if you subscribe to the show and you tell us what the news story is, and then I read it out loud like I just did. In the meantime, though, we got to figure out where we're going for our next location. Perhaps not a restaurant or a proper noun. I would like to find a non-geographic location for me to incidentally report a story at. The lobby of ENN, that's interesting. Prison riot, nah, I'm not willing to put my life out on the line like that. Cracker Barrel. The pinball tournament. I do want to go there, but for like personal reasons. Desert, Aquafina House. You mean where Aquafina lives? Is that what you mean by that? Dave & Buster's, pinball tournaments. Let's report on the pinball tournament. We're going to go to the local pinball tournament, okay? And it's great. Pinball's kind of having a resurgence of sorts, and you're seeing a lot of great women's leagues and all ages leagues and split flipper tournaments where two people can like hug different sides of the pinball machine and play together. It's been a great way of getting third places up and running again after the tragedies and the bizarre things that we've dealt with these past 5 years as American citizens. So I'm finally dragging the Everything Now show into a fully pinball related segment. Fantastic. Fuck these guys. They can't do nothing about it. And I'm careening my way into the pinball tournament. See you soon. Multi-balls, bumpers, flippers, oh my. Yes, we're outside of Arcade Paradise in New York, where a local pinball tournament is bringing together the community. That's right, we both have men's and women's league pinball tournaments going on. Children are allowed to enter in their own unique tournament, and it's just a free-for-all of great vibes and retro times. We're outside here with two would-be pardon me.
Okay.
I'm outside of Arcade Paradise here with, and I believe your names are Dharma and Greg?
Dharma.
Greg.
Fantastic. Are you here covering the pinball tournament?
Oh no, we're just on vacation. This looked like a really good time.
Oh, I saw the camera and I just kind of felt a kinship. I thought you were.
He never goes anywhere without it.
Well, that's really sweet. So you're just visiting town, and I mean, my gosh, this is one of the largest collection of pinball machines here in the country. Why don't you? Are you excited about what's going on here?
Yeah, we're thrilled.
Yeah. Are we betting or
You can put down. I guess you can gamble on pinball
Greg, don't.
depend.
Greg, don't.
Baby, I'm on vacation.
Greg, please, you promise.
Baby, I'm here to have fun.
Greg, please.
Baby, please let me go wild.
Oh no, Greg, don't gamble it all away.
What's your game of sport, Greg? What do you normally putting money down on?
Anything with a pulse.
Jesus. Okay, for you. Dharma. Now, it seems like it's a very serious condition
Heavy.
here.
It's not. Yeah, it is.
Okay. Well,
we're here on vacation for a reason. We're supposed to go to Aruba.
Oh, and why are you in New York instead?
Because somebody bet on the Lost finale.
Oh, you bet?
I was convinced that polar bear had more to do with it.
Believe me, we're all disappointed the polar bear did not come back to play. Well, gosh, I'm sorry that you couldn't go to Aruba, but hey, you know what? Gotta let you know, pinball, not gambling. They thought so back in the 30s, and they banned it for about like 20 years or so, but then they realized it's not gambling, actually.
Oh.
So you can have a great time in there and not worry about relapsing. How long has it been since you last gambled?
About 14 hours.
Oh my gosh.
He did win.
He did win.
He did win. I will say he's on a real hot streak, so it's hard for me to tell him not to do it.
Do you want to do a bet?
It feels wrong for me to say yes.
What, are you scared?
Let's do a bet.
Am I scared?
Are you scared?
No, I'm
Are you scared?
To be honest,
What do you think my man can't take you?
It's not that. I just don't want Greg to lose it all or anything again.
Well, don't let him lose, okay?
Don't let him. Okay, so
Yeah, just give me $20.
Yeah.
it seems like I'm being mugged right now.
No, you're not being
You're not being mugged.
Hey, guy, just give me $20.
Mugged. This is a fair bet.
Okay. All right.
Give him $20.
You're on. No, hold. Okay, what's the bet? What are we betting on?
Now you won't give me $20.
Chicken, huh?
What if I don't give you $20? Then you
That's
lose
my-
the bet. Then you lose. Then you lose.
I lose the $20.
We're betting.
I thought you were betting on me.
We're betting you $40 that you won't give Greg $20.
Yeah,
I feel like I'm losing either way.
absolutely.
Well, folks, let that be a lesson to you. If you're concerned about gambling addictions, you lose either way. I don't have any cash on me. I'm all liquid. I'm sorry.
A Venmo is fine.
Venmo is fine.
A Venmo
More
is
than fine.
completely
Yeah.
fine.
Okay. And is this you?
Dama and Greg.
Got it. And what's the last 4 digits of your phone number, or does that not matter?
5555.
Thank you for letting me know. Okay, $40 your way. Great.
Hey.
We're going to Bahamas.
There.
You promised.
For $40, you're taking my $40. You're going to the Bahamas.
Yes.
Yeah, Spirit's running a deal.
What the? God damn it. Okay. Well, you know what? Okay. Hey, while I have you here, let's talk about the news. I'd like to hear your takes on some of these news stories that are being broken right now. Breaking, local philosophy professor is breaking minds. The possibility of those possibilities being possible is another possibility that could possibly happen.
That's good stuff.
Congratulations.
Really hot stuff. Great stuff. Thank you so much. And do you have any? Here we go. Breaking, local ENN reporter to be awarded outrageous bonus for reporting under extreme duress. Can that happen? Can they pay me for being more stressed out and not being able to talk?
I think so. I think that's
Want to bet?
something that could,
No.
Want to bet?
No, I don't. Because I'm just going to keep losing money. You're not putting anything up.
We're putting up our goodwill in our name, okay? And our trip.
Breaking, some guys in LA served a cease and desist by Julie Fells Massino through her attorneys at Kirkland and Ellis.
No, why do we know that?
Wow, poor suckers in LA who are dealing with that.
That's pretty scary. I think we gotta believe women in business. I think we gotta leave her alone.
Interesting. Or at the very least not threatened,
Yeah.
Breaking, Fab Di Oyad, a song by Tool, has been deported to Area 51. The The role of Thiab de Oyad will be filled by Kid Rock, announced by J.D. Vance. Thank you, Moltar.
A lot of words that scared me in there.
A lot of scary things, including the band Tool.
And
Breaking, Rocky Bong Bong Pajarito, that's what my grandma calls me, that's kind of scary, it takes power in the Philippines by military coup. Promises to make country less shitty. Wow.
Craig bet $50 that wouldn't happen.
Ooh! Well, there goes the Bahamas, sorry to say.
I'll take you there one day.
Hey, thanks, babe.
You're welcome.
Well, all right. What do you two like to do when you're not vacation? What's your jobs? What do you do for work?
I'm a Secretary of Defense.
Wow. Okay. Greg?
I'm a husband and a father.
You're a professional husband and father. Wow.
Amateur.
No, professional.
You can't
professional.
say. How many kids do we got? How many Rugrats are running around?
3.
We are infested, yeah.
Oh my gosh, yeah. That's madness. What are the ages?
6, 12, and 18.
Yeah.
6, 12, and 18.
Every 6 years.
Sound like the perfect ages to every 6 years. Interesting. That's a good gap. Is there any logic behind that, or is it just kind of how it came?
It's all about the moon.
It's all about the moon, folks. The ages of your kids were like 12, 16, 18. That's the perfect age for kids to be coming to Arcade Paradise, where a fantastic pinball tournament for all ages and kinds of people is currently going on. You can win big prizes if you place high, and also there's like free food and stuff.
Free food?
Yeah.
I didn't know about that.
Well, why don't you go ahead and file in and find out yourself?
Nice meeting you.
It was a pleasure.
Hope they have
meeting you as
ribs.
well.
Bye.
You want to bet on it?
He's fine.
Danny Kahn here outside the pinball tournament. It's completely empty on the inside. No one's playing the Williams machines anymore. What happened to this country? We made the Twilight Zone pinball machine. We made the Addams Family pinball machine. They're the most popular ones. And now we're all stuck with these fucking other shitty licensed products. They're doing a Dungeons & Dragons pinball machine out right now. Okay, can we get pinball machines not made by like dads from like the Gen X kind of era? We need to have kids be making pinball machines and choosing the themes, okay? We gotta get Skibbity Toilet pinball machine out there going up, and there's like there's a Phantom Tax multi-ball, a Kai Cenat themed pinball machine would be pretty crazy. Terminator pinball machine was good, that's true. What about Indiana Jones? That's right, the Indiana Jones machine has been put back up at Disneyland in Adventureland. If you're curious, it's way overpriced. You can put in a full $1 to play it, but it's a fantastic machine, one of Mark Ritchie's best. They have the upper level deck where you can kind of move the platform so the ball has to go in a certain hole and whatnot. Very difficult to get to, but very rewarding once you get there. Yes, Black Knight 2000 now playable on Steam and Nintendo Switch. It's a fantastic older machine by Steve Ritchie, Mark Ritchie's brother. These are kind of the two brothers who dominated the pinball designing game for a while in the 80s and the 90s. And, oh, sorry, I got lost there. I have another person to talk to. So, I'm out here at Arcade Paradise outside the pinball tournament going on, and I'm speaking to someone who could maybe put into words why pinball is such a special metaphysical thing and has been for a long time. I'm here with Time of the Month.
Time of the month! Yeah, the only minstrel poet you know! I got the blood right here!
Oh, wow! Okay! Holy...
I got the blood right here, nothing to fear.
I'm not... I just didn't know there was going to be blood next to me.
I got something that you want to know.
Okay, I'm listening, Tima.
I killed the damn CEO, and I got my gold.
Okay. See, now...
I'm back. Hey, yo, where my snaps at?
This just in, Time of the Month, a poet in New York, has claimed the prize for... Can I say that out? Can I say it? No. For doing something that was mentioned in the first half of the show. And,
hey, don't call me a phony. But I learned how to be from Luigi Mangio.
Oh, nee. They really are a poet. It's amazing.
Did you know it?
I did not. I have to answer this phone call, unfortunately.
Okay, let me hear.
Hello, you're on speakerphone with time of the month.
All the lawyers just jumped out of the window at the same time.
You can't expect me. I didn't tell them to do that.
They all just flew out together holding hands. I don't know what to do.
Holding hands? But what about their bands? Is their bank account still cracking now that we done cracked the Cracker Barrel CEO? Did you know?
Time of the month has a good point. Did you?
No, we're losing money. We're hemorrhaging money. We're being sued so much
Are you losing money or are you gaining honeys? When you think about it.
I mean, I guess I do have a date tonight, but yeah, I don't think that's related.
Yeah, well, drink about it. On the date, could you relate to somebody else with this blood in their hands, showing the world that they can prove something that you never even wrapped your hands around?
Oh.
When the hands have a plan and they can't understand what the hell I'm putting down. Hey, I can't see you right now, but I bet you got a frown.
Lot to take in there. I usually talk about myself on dates. I think it's more interesting.
I think you should talk about me. All right, because I got some ideas about being free. All right, so once you think about me, time of the month.
That's right.
Blood dripping from my.
Well, sir.
I'm gonna join the lawyers. Bye-bye.
So long. Hey, thanks for making all my bosses kill themselves.
Don't worry, he sounded cute.
he was. Well, Tima, my gosh, what are you gonna do with your earnings?
I don't know. What am I gonna do with this blood?
With your blood, I know that too.
Usually the vial comes from me, but now since I set that soul free with my BB gun, now I know the one underneath the sun, and I know who's gonna have fun tonight. Pew pew pew, and I'm not talking about do do do. I'm talking about pew 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 on the pinball. You ever take it all in and take a spin around this planet Earth? You ever taken the girth of the biggest dick you ever seen? You know what I mean? When it is like a Sprite can? Can you think about that? That girth on Earth? In the hearse? When they take the CEO away? Could you even stay? Over tonight? What are you doing tonight?
Me?
Yeah, you.
I was gonna be in this pinball
But
tournament.
what about the guy that was on the phone? What's he up to?
I think he's dead. I think he jumped out of a window.
He jumped too, but he had a date tonight.
Oh no, he did.
But I was wondering about tomorrow. Will there be sorrow if he has laid on the ground? Could he turn this night around for me? You ever think about that?
Yeah, I guess so.
You think about the bug with the get?
Oh.
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 Yeah, I do sometimes.
Yeah,
Yes.
that's what I thought.
Time of the month. You are.
Hey, I'm one of them free thinkers.
They should pay you for
They
your
used
thoughts.
to call my asshole the stinker.
They used to. I'm glad they stopped.
Yeah, because then I cleaned up. I wiped myself. Yup.
Yup. You heard it here first, folks. We're outside the pinball tournament at Arcade Paradise, and Time of the Month is out here celebrating something crazy. They are.
Yeah, I guess so.
They are. There's no dying. They're celebrating.
I got the blood right here. Ain't nothing to fear. Unless you was the CEO's family. Because then I put your mom in a cannery. That's right. I took her flesh.
Oh. You heard it here first, folks. Time of the Month is declaring straight up war on the upper class. It is beginning today. You know what? I'm doubling down on this. Yeah! Time of the Month made all my bosses delete themselves.
Period.
Oh! End of story! Close document! Turn computer off! What the fuck do you want?
Have you seen my dad? Hello? I went to get goldfish from the vending machine and he's not here.
Let me talk to him.
I don't know. Okay. All right, whatever you say.
Let me talk to you, little Drew. That was your name, right?
Sure.
Thank you. I might drop something for you right now about how you used to make your daddy proud. And I say used to because your dad not with us no more.
What?
Because he didn't take the window, he took the door.
What?
Out the 11th floor, your daddy gone. But it's okay, because life goes on and on and on. And when your dad is reincarnated... Did your dad got that girth? Because I might have masturbated to his ghost. All right? Or if he is the paranormal, maybe he could host himself and my... But not right now, because I'm time of the month. And right now, my... is dropping the blunt of life, smoking 3 kinds of different kinds of green. Drew, do you know what I mean?
You hear that, kid?
Deep in those bars, I think there was a truth. Is something happened to my dad?
On the roof. And in fact, your dad jumped right out after he went through the door. And the what? The 11th floor. Sorry, Drew, to tell you this news on the news.
This just in, Drew. I think your dad saw the Oscar Mayer Wienermobile going down the street and was so excited to see it that he chased it to try and bring you to see the Wienermobile, pal.
Oh, that's good to hear.
I don't know.
That alleviates my fear. I thought my dad was dead, but I guess he's just using his head and buying me a hot dog.
What are you doing on the phone?
Sorry, my babysitter's here.
7-year-old for okay. Well,
I gotta go, but I guess my dad's dead.
Good luck, kid. It's the first day of the rest of your life. Why don't you try and find yourself a wife?
Oh, better the news than a noose, you know? Hey, where's Mother Goose?
How long can you do this for? This is crazy. Okay. Wow.
About 5 days.
That's amazing. That's you could do that for like fundraisers or like some sort of cause. That's time of the month. You have yourself a new fan here.
Oh, shit.
Yep.
That's...
Yeah. Time up. I actually need your opinion on some stories here.
All right, let's hear them.
We got 2 subscriber stories, and we only need 6 more to hit our goal, folks.
That's how I think.
Of course. Of course. Breaking! King of Pain continues to assault local pinball players, screaming that he will never be defeated. Will anyone end his rule of tyranny, or are we all his pinball slaves? That's right, folks. The Medieval Madness machine is still working inside the arcade paradise here.
Small dick, I already seen it.
Okay! The King of Pain from the Medieval Madness pinball machine has a small dick, but it also features voices from Tina Fey and Scott Adsit. Breaking! Cutie has beautiful street rhymes with touch on the struggles of everyday life. An intellectual curiosities. Was that supposed to rhyme? I feel like there was. Cutie has beautiful street rhymes which touch on the struggles of everyday life and intellectual curiosities.
What else do you want to know about me?
Oh!
On these streets at the pinball motherfucking machine. Ping ping. Do 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 do. That's the ball going through the hoop. Now we're talking basketball, and that's not all. We're talking pinball too. Blues Clues. Get a clue. Do. I love it when people accidentally say do, then do right after, because it makes me think of excrement. Yeah. I got the blood of the sea. You already know.
I can't let that be aired. I'm sorry. You have blood.
Can you hear it?
Ah, God, yeah, we can. Yes, we can. FKA Stinky. It's an interesting name. I don't know how you would replace time of the month, though. I mean, that's already such a fucking A+. Sorry for cursing, everyone out there at home. We are live outside the arcade paradise here. Let's hear that blood. Why don't you go ahead and put it up to the microphone up here. If you want to know what the veins of a CEO sound like, God, what are we doing?
And I check her medical records, and it's O positive. So y'all hit me up, because I'm just like, I drained her. I hung her upside down, and I I drained her of the blood, and no, I'm not a blood. I know I'm wearing red, but you heard what I said. I'm actually my own entity. Hey, look at my titties. Yeah, that's right. I'm on the mic. Yeah.
That's right. They were on the mic. Time of the month. I'm a huge fan. You're incredible.
Thank you. Make sure y'all follow me on Zanga and MySpace and GeoCities. I'm out here.
Hell yeah. So follow Time of the Month wherever you can follow them. And because they're gonna...
Oh! And I play pinball.
And they play pinball! Thank you so much, Time of the Month.
Oh, thank you for having me. The
pinball tournament's still going on. You can see Time of the Month inside the Arcade Paradise. Maybe they'll drop a bar or two on you, boo. I don't know. Wow, okay. Insane. Beautiful. Holy shit, I lived, says Bug with a Yacht. I know how that feels. Do we have any other people we want to talk to here, or should I just kind of talk? I'm just going to keep talking about pinball. They have the only NBA Fast Break combined machines here. You can play a game of basketball in a pinball machine against your friend. The rosters haven't been updated since like the 90s, but you can play as the Seattle Supersonics, which is kind of a cool thing. Additionally, they have a safe cracker here. You don't see a lot of those. Oh, sorry, I have to talk to somebody again. God damn it. It's like, why do I even go here at work? I can just enjoy it by myself. Pinball Aquafina, someday they'll make the farewell pinball machine. Folks, I'm outside of Arcade Paradise that's filled with video games, and I'm actually here with a Twitch streamer who Twitch streamers play video games all the time. I want to get their thoughts on what it's like to be playing video games surrounded by people in a third space? Surrounded by people in a public hangout space? That was a little better. Hello there, sir.
Hi, I'm Chris Chalakian. I'm a Twitch streamer. I do a show called the Everything Now Show. I'm just here to make sure I'm not in trouble. I'm just here to make sure no one's mad.
Everyone's here so excited about the pinball tournament. I mean, we love video games are for cheering people up, honestly. And I'm so excited to hear what you have to say. Go ahead.
I was making a joke, and then I heard Jake from behind the computer kind of start to really suggest that I should not continue making that joke. And then I thought about how Jake did 3 years of law school, and so he probably knows that kind of stuff. But then I got nervous and tripled down on it.
Sure.
And I don't want to get in trouble because I think now citizens are kind of just being disappeared, and I feel like I'm ripe for. I feel like if that happened to me, no one would really care or notice.
Oh, we would definitely care if you disappeared, Chris Chalakian of the Everything Now Show. Just for proper context, can you tell me the joke?
So what I know about pinball, my friend Anna did a PowerPoint presentation about arcades recently that I watched, and
that's cool.
She said that pinball was best in the 70s, that the machines were the best production in the 70s.
It's true.
And then now in the 90s and on, they got a little too digital, and it kind of got less bells and whistles, exciting kind of stuff.
I agree with that. The electromechanical machines are just much more fun. Oh my gosh, we have a legal expert here, actually.
Hey guys, just wanted to check in. Yeah, I wanted to. You don't have to hold the mic up to me. I'm in a completely different place. I just wanted to clarify that it is unwise ever to make actual threats against the safety of public figures, especially on a live broadcast, where there are hundreds of people watching, many of them self-identifying as mentally unwell. And so I just want to encourage you at home, this is a great teaching experience. If you are going to make threats against public figures on a live broadcast, do it in cryptic ways. I like to recommend a dog whistle where everybody who you want to reach kind of already knows what you're talking about, but it's in a way that the language is sort of ambiguous so as to create an element of ambiguity as to whether or not there are credible threats against somebody's safety. And that would be my legal advice to people like Chris who want to make actionable threats on the lives or the well-being of public figures.
Okay.
Did that make you feel any better about your joke that you were so scared about?
Yeah, I guess to be more cryptic. Okay. President Erdogan of Turkey. Something should happen.
I'm not giving you an exit here.
Okay, then let me do this. President Lula of Brazil, please take me into your country. Please offer me sanctuary. I'll be really good. I love Tropicalia. I'll hang out. I'll be very polite and respectful of your country. I love Gilberto Gil, who was your cultural minister for a while. I could talk to him and just hang out with him. Please offer me...
You're hurting my hand.
Please offer me refuge. I'm just a little guy.
Let go of me!
Okay, I'm gonna go. Sorry.
What the fuck does that guy even do on Twitch? That guy's on Twitch? What's he playing? Handsome Hero 3? Fuck. I was trying to roast him, but I ended up accidentally saying he was an attractive guy. Well, back to Arcade Paradise. We have all the Gottlieb machines over here, okay? Those are lost to time, long time ago. Great, fine. More people to talk to.
We also have another expert.
Oh, we have a great expert. Okay, cool. So we're outside at DandyCon here, live outside of Arcade Paradise, where a all-ages pinball tournament is currently occurring, and we're here to speak with someone who knows something or two about games. I'm here with Cynthia, and I just kind of can't believe this myself. Go ahead and describe what you do, Cynthia.
My name's Cynthia Twister. I'm a professional sleeper.
That is amazing. I didn't even know sleep was would you call it a sport?
It's a new event. Yeah, it's an Olympic event, but everyone's being really loud, so I can't really quite do my craft.
Oh my gosh, of course, that's understandable. Mm-hmm. Well, while we have you here before you knock out completely, what are the rules of sleeping in competitive fashion?
Excellent question. It has to be natural sleep, no magnesium, no sleep aids. You have to be able to fall asleep in any circumstance, in any direction, anywhere.
That is incredible. Mm-hmm. People who experience narcolepsy, are they barred from joining this sport, or are they kind of experts?
It's a good question. It's a hot button issue, okay? We can't really be exclusive, exclusatory, I should be. Sorry, I'm so tired.
That's fine.
But everybody's welcome, but, depending on who you ask, I say I want to be the best, and the best can do it under any conditions, but some people might think otherwise. But
that's amazing. So are you here at the arcade, one of the loudest public spaces that we can think of in today's day and age, to try and fall asleep amongst all the pinball machines?
I am training, wow. Yeah.
Okay. Mm-hmm. Very interesting.
I'm going to fall asleep in the running of the Bulls next year.
That's incredible. Wow. What have you done in the past that you've fallen asleep during that if someone, a bystander heard it, they'd be like, what? That's crazy.
What have I fallen asleep at? I've fallen asleep at a Pink concert. I got strapped in that little, the thing that sends you over the crowd.
Yeah.
Have you seen that specific video?
Like a zip line?
It's like a zip line,
okay.
Yes, and a Pink line is I was absolutely asleep.
Wow.
And, yeah.
Okay.
It's kind of sad though, because you don't get to experience a crowd kind of cheering you on because you are asleep.
Wow. Now that's poetic in a way.
Yeah. Pink's the poet, not me.
Wow. They should do a whole rainbow poetry group. Time of the month. Pink. We have an expert here to talk to about sleeping. Robot.
Hello. I know everything about sleep because it's all I dream about.
What the fuck is going on? I fell asleep for a minute and I came back in.
Yeah, I'm not really sure myself, and I was awake during all of this.
Hello.
We're speaking to a robot here who knows a lot about sleeping.
What would you like to know about sleep now?
Wow.
I don't need to know anything from a robot about sleep. You can just turn off and go to bed.
No, that's not true.
Yes, it is true. That's not true.
Okay, put them up, sister.
Oh, you're gonna fight me?
I will fight you. I will knock you out, and then you will really know what it is to be asleep.
Do you need to sleep, robot, or is it just
I do not, but I am obsessed with sleep. That is why I know about sleep, because I do not sleep, and I will knock this bitch right the F out if she thinks that she knows more about sleep than I do.
I know a lot more about sleep than a robot.
I
do. Do androids dream of sleep? Ever read it? It's my favorite book. Okay.
And my favorite Reddit is r/sleep.
Wow.
Okay,
Wow.
that's pretty impressive that your favorite band is REM and your favorite Reddit is r/sleep. Okay, congratulations.
Look,
Yes.
can't we all get along? You are both on the same
I
team.
want to get along, but I will say, in your dreams.
Damn it, that's really good.
They really are. Yeah, they're really good.
Speaking of dreams, I also love In Dreams,
You love In Dreams?
the Radiohead.
Of course. Of
Yeah.
Yeah,
course.
me too. I'm obsessed with that album.
Yeah, that's really, 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 really good.
Is that your favorite?
Don't leave me high.
Okay.
Don't
Okay,
leave
computer.
me dry.
Actually, that was
Actually,
that
please
was on the
leave me
fence.
dry. If you make me wet, I will break.
Miss Robot.
We're not making you wet, Miss Robot, okay?
Oh, but you already have, because talking about sleep really gets me going.
Wow. Do you say the
I'm
same
ready
for
to
yourself?
grind my gear on something.
Okay, Robot, I want to be so clear. It's really important that you don't mix your business with pleasure, okay? That's some of the best kind of go under by just by doing that, but you...
I dream about pleasure all the time.
That's so sad.
That is really.
That's so sad.
I can empathize with that. That's rough.
Thank you.
Well, Robot, I'm interested in learning more about you, but we'll have to talk together on something like Takeoff or something, some sort of discussion show.
Discord.
Or on Discord. Or we can be friends on Discord.
It is my favorite form of communication. Calls will last for more than 45 minutes or 1 hour. There is no time limit on a call on Discord. Did you know that?
I actually... Yeah, no, I didn't know that, actually.
You can conduct business meetings on Discord.
Wow. That's really cool, Robot. I gotta go. Okay. I was gonna say goodbye and everything. Oh, wow. Okay. So it seems like the sleep pro has gone to sleep, as it were. I'm not gonna tuck her in. I feel as they're standing up also. I don't know what I would tuck them in with. I'm Dandy Khan outside the Arcade Paradise Pinball Tournament. Here with, I want to say it was Sue Twister. Oh my gosh, hey.
Sorry.
So I was wondering, actually, dreams. If they're good, do you sleep better? If they're bad, do you sleep better?
It doesn't really change change your quality of sleep. Doesn't change how long you sleep. Okay. If you're a pro, you can kind of sleep through anything. But I mean, that's just from me.
Learning so much here from an expert. I think let you go ahead and practice inside the arcade around all the loud noises. But thank you so much for joining us. It was a pleasure. Expert. Get back here. Get back. No,
it's fine.
it's just for me. Well, we have one more expert to talk to here, and then we're going to call it a day. I'm going to take my jacket off, keep the bow tie on, and I'm going to enter the pinball tournament. But first, we're going to talk to an expert here who...
Street dates.
Yeah, I'm not going to be there.
I guess that's true. I guess that's actually true.
I'm off the job. Fuck you. Sorry. I'm out here... I'm out here with someone who knows Everything Now Show's Chris Chalakian a little more than maybe the regular person would.
Yeah, hi, I'm his older brother, Nat.
Hello, Nat.
Hi. I think a lot of what he does is embarrassing and pathetic, but I do want to say he is harmless and a coward. So anything... Don't get mad at him.
You don't think he has it in him to do something like Poet Time of the Month did?
No, absolutely not. He's all bluster. He's afraid to talk to authority figures even, let alone harm them in any way.
Really? So you'd call him definitively a coward?
I would call him certain words that would get this channel demonetized, yeah.
Because you are an older brother. I'm sure you have some very colorful language for your little brother.
Exactly, and now I work at a factory in Rochester where I make weed edibles.
That is amazing.
Pretty cool.
We are all very proud of you.
Did I just dox my brother on street? What's up, TikTok? Hello, YouTube, and a solemn good morning to Red Note. I'm here out on the street getting stories from regular-ass people, not wasting my time with that boring news shit. However, I do gotta get one breaking news story out. Robots do dream of electric sheep. I don't know that kind of stuff. I don't read books. I look at my phone. And on that note, we're gonna make a dope TikTok video right now about a topic that you're interested in. Before we were doing what's the last thing you searched on Google? What else we got? What's your name? What car do you drive? Last time you committed homicide. Not doing that one. What that thing do? Aquafina height barefoot. Interesting. From Aquafina Fan Club Prez. What did you do last summer? Last time you got food poisoning? How many languages do you know? Top or bottom? Most mediocre color? Least favorite? How is baby formed is interesting. I don't think that's an opinion. I feel like I don't really... How straight are you? It's very interesting. It's very interesting. Very interesting. How
girl get pregnant?
How girl get pregnant? What's with that politics guy? Are horses real? Is again something I feel like is not an opinion. Are you some kind of wise guy? Favorite TikTok dance would be great if we could get in the wide. Ooh, if we could get in the wide, that would really work. Favorite bar snack? God or nah? Oh, this is one. Do you think God is real? That's a cool one. I like that one. That's provocative. It gets people thinking. I'm gonna ask them, is God real? God real or cap? Let's go ahead and ask the people on the street. God real or cap? Hit the thing. Hey, what's up? I'm just going around asking people if they think God is real.
Yeah, I'm right here.
You think you're God?
Hello.
What's your name?
I love you.
What? Hi, officer. I'm just going around asking people, is God real?
I'm God, motherfucker.
A second person in a row said. Hi, I'm just going around asking people, is God real?
God's a Cat, scene 2, frame up. What?
Hi, sorry, I'm just going around asking people, is God real?
I don't know, man. You ordered this helmet? Or?
I ordered this helmet. Hey, we're just going around asking people, is God real?
I hope not.
Hi, just going around asking, is God real?
Yes.
Hi, we're going around asking, is God real?
No, he's a cat. It's a cat, right?
Hi, we're just going around asking people, is God real?
My guy, you're in the construction zone.
Oh, shit. Hi, sorry, we're going around asking people, is God real? I just got hit with a wrench.
Get Lucky by Daft Punk.
Ooh, I love that song. Hi, we're just going around asking people, is God real?
If God is real, could you feel what I feel when I have to deal with what I do right now?
What? Hi, just going around asking, is God real?
If he was, he'd give me a jump.
Hi, just want to know, is God real?
Okay, I can't find my robot.
You can't find your robot.
I programmed a robot and I can't find my robot.
Okay, are they dangerous?
Yes.
Uh-oh.
They're very dangerous. I programmed a monster.
Uh-oh. Is God, I guess you're God in a way, almost.
It's a hard job, but I do it.
Hi, is God real?
Not anymore.
What the oh! We're the Everything Now Show. Thank you so much for joining us. We do this show 5 times a week, so come on back. We'll have another show Monday night. Also, join the Discord. All the images that Brand Flake broke were submitted by you in the Discord, and it's also just a fun time in there. Also, join the Everything Now Show Patreon. The Patreon keeps us going and helps us do things like buy groceries, so definitely go ahead and check out the Patreon. You can also join as a free member, or you can join a variety of different tiers, including hot dog standees. Big shout out to Sentinel, Creative Steve, Caboose, New Dark 90, and Rewardian. And follow all the socials. We just hit the big 15K on YouTube, which is awesome. And we're nearing the big 30K on Twitch, so maybe create like 10 burner accounts and follow the show.
You should.
You should. And I believe that's all the housekeeping we have to do. We have merch still. A very limited run of our shirts are still available. And new merch dropping in a couple weeks.
Yeah,
and it's not clothes. What does that mean?
Going to be able to wear it unless you get really creative. Good throw. Bad throw.
Bad throw in the end.
God, folks, this episode nearly killed my brain because of how much it made me laugh. I was in tears.
This was a banger, and it was because of our incredible guests. So
that's right.
Please help us welcome our guests tonight. Come on out, folks. Come on.
We got Kristin. We got Sophie. We got Jess.
Yeah!
Woo! Oh, what happened?
Oh my God!
I ate it.
Thank you so much. You all were so funny.
Yes.
Aww, and they're all friends. Anything to plug or promote? Anything you want to let the people know about?
Just, follow me on Twitch. I stream during work because I hate my work from home job. Sometimes I play Fortnite, mostly Balatro and Pokemon Let's Go Eevee.
Let's go.
Play Fortnite
What is that handle?
Very genuine.
Very genuine.
And if you want to play Fortnite with me, add me GG Genuine.
Add GG Genuine on Fortnite, and then also check out twitch.tv/verygenuine. Go ahead and give them a follow.
Yeah, we have a podcast. Jess and I host a podcast called Chompin'. Kristin's been a guest on. We will have these people as a guest on as well. Listen to it.
Check it out. Check it out. Is there
Chompin' podcast or Chompin' with Sophie and Jess, I believe.
There we go. We actually got the Apple Podcast.
There we go.
Subscribe to it.
Crazy.
Leave a 5-star review blind. Don't even listen to an app. Just a 5-star review right out of the gate, and then listen to all the apps.
There it is on Spotify.
Anything else?
We're arranged in height, and it's very impressive.
It's pretty cool.
Yeah.
And my bottom's gone.
And also, you're just a top. Sorry to say.
Well, yeah, I agree. Great episode. Thank you so much for doing it. When's time of the month album dropping?
Yeah.
I agree.
Time of the month will be back.
Yes.
Good.
And so we're gonna rate someone now. Who we rating?
Hangout channel.
We're gonna rate the Hangout channel. Go watch reruns of this very show.
And then we'll see you for a new live one on Monday at 6 p.m. Pacific for an all-new Everything Now
Where the
show.
guests will be.
Oh, they're gonna be good. Oh, it's gonna be good.
Really good. I'm gonna look at my phone and see who it is.
I made
It's
the
gonna be
poster.
Jesse Morner, written Taylor Ortega.
Very
funny.
That's God. If you want to see me brain dead, watch that episode.
Yeah, we're gonna do a double brain dead up here.
Let's see if I can get concussed by merely doing improv.
Yes, and watch out, billionaires, because there's some fun improv comedy. Haha, nothing serious here. So.
Goodbye.